Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've got a burning question for all of you aspiring real estate investors out there. Do you really need a real estate license to start investing? This is one of the most common questions I get, and trust me, the answer actually might surprise you.
Wow.
Are you contemplating getting your license before diving into the investment game? Are you wondering if it's a necessity or just an extra step that might hold you back? Well, this video is tailor-made for you. Because today we're diving into the pros and cons of having a real estate license as an investor. And I'll also share why I chose to actually skip out on the license and how it's impacted my journey. So if you're at a crossroads, not sure whether to invest your time and money into getting licensed, stick around because you won't want to miss this. So let's first talk about the pros of having your license. Number one is MLS access. One of the biggest advantages of having a real estate license is gaining access to the multiple listing service, or the MLS. This database is a treasure trove of property listings, market data, and historical sales information, giving licensed agents a significant edge in finding potential investments, especially because I'm in Utah where it's a non-disclosure state. So you literally need a license to find comparable properties and what they sold for. Now, the second pro is you get to double dip on the purchase and sale. You have greater earning potential. With a real estate license, investors have the opportunity to double dip on transactions, but representing themselves in both the purchase and the sale of the properties. Investors can potentially save on commissions and increase their overall earnings. Now, the third pro is credibility and negotiating capability. Being a licensed agent lends credibility and professionalism to investors in the eyes of sellers and other industry professionals. This can lead to smoother negotiations and better deal terms, ultimately maximizing profits. You can also give up all your commission, which will allow you to get a better deal as well. Now, the next pro is controlling your own deals. Having a real estate license gives investors greater control over their transactions. They can navigate deals independently, make decisions based on their investment strategies, and streamline the buying and selling process to suit their needs. Now that we went over the pros, let's go over the cons. And for me, these far outweigh the pros of getting your license as an investor. Now, number one is your regulatory requirements. Obtaining and maintaining a real estate license requires compliance within a multitude of laws, regulations, and ethical standards. This can be time-consuming, demanding, especially for investors who prefer to focus on their investment activities rather than regulatory compliance. Who likes rules? I know I don't.
Not today.
This can come with a higher standard that you need to follow as a licensed person. For example, in Utah, licensed realtors cannot use their own purchase contract. It is required by Utah law that licensed realtors only use the real estate purchase contract provided by Utah Real Estate, which says that you are not allowed to assign the agreement. Now, the second con is disclosure obligations. As licensed agents, investors are obligated to disclose their status in all real estate transactions. This can sometimes complicate negotiations and limit flexibility, as certain parties may perceive licensed agents differently than unlicensed investors. Number three, this con is dependency on brokerage. Investors with real estate license are typically required to work under a licensed broker. This means adhering to their policies and procedures of the brokerage, as well as sharing a portion of commissions earned from transactions. So again, more rules.
I will not hear it.
Fourth con is time and financial investment. Obtaining a real estate license involves completing pre-licensing education, passing state exams, and paying licensing fees. Additionally, there are ongoing costs such as continuing education and brokerage fees, making it a significant investment of both time and money. And number five, this is a big con as well, is administrative burden. Licensed agents are responsible for a variety of administrative tasks, including paperwork, documentation management, and transaction coordination. This administrative burden can detract from time spent on actual investing activities that may require hiring additional support staff. There is literally so much paperwork involved in a transaction. And when you have to write your own offers and handle all the paperwork, it's miserable. Especially if you're making more than 20 offers a week, all that paperwork can be extremely overwhelming. And I know I personally would rather have someone else do it. Now, number six con is the cost. You have to put money out with no guaranteed money coming in. It costs money to hang your license. You have brokerage fees, MLS fees, desk fees. There's so many fees to pay without guaranteed money coming in. There are literally agents who hang their license, pay all the fees, and only do one transaction a year. It's absurd. And the last and final con, number 7, is it's a completely huge distraction from actual real estate investing itself. When it comes to investing, I want to focus on finding deals, not paperwork and worrying about liability. It makes so much more sense to go have someone else submit offers on my behalf. If I spend even 1 month going to school to take my license, it takes me away from the bigger picture of actually finding deals. So do investors need a real estate license? While there are clear advantages to having one, such as MLS access and increased earning potentials, there are also significant drawbacks to consider. Ultimately, though, the decision to obtain a real estate license should align with your investment goals, preferences, and resources. So make sure you consider all those things before deciding whether or not you want to get your license. Thanks for tuning in for today's discussion. What are your thoughts on this topic? Let me know in the comments below. If you ever considered obtaining a real estate license as an investor, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so I can help push this video out to more people and keep creating free content just for you. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video. Shoots! Hey, watch this video next. YouTube really thinks you're gonna like it.